Yo. Welcome to the 317 Sports Project with Penn and Pops. I am Penn.
I am Pops.
What is going down? It's episode 44. We back and we proud. It is a celebration. Happy to be here. Happy to be back. Happy to be black. You know what I'm saying? We are right in the middle. This dude is over here getting his whole ass namaste on. We are right in between Dr. King last Monday and Black History Month starting next Thursday.
Yeah.
So we decided we was going to call this one Back and Proud. We are kicking ass. We were taking names. Got the matching hoodies on. Big ups to Tej. Go ahead, underestimate us. That'll be fun. We told you we would rock them tonight, TQ. We love you. Big shout outs to you. Can't wait to see you this weekend, young lady.
Yeah.
It is Wednesday, January 24th. We're in the helicopter to this month go. It is already February.
Yeah.
Episodes drops Friday, January 26th at 10 a.m. Every mug cuffin' where you podcast, the YouTubes, the Spotifys, all that. Thank you so much to everyone who watched and listened to the last episode. The numbers actually doubled from numbers before, so we appreciate you. We keep growing, we keep going, slow paces, but we loving it. Make sure you subscribe, man.
Yeah, I usually put it there.
Hit that subber button. Hit that. Don't be scared, man.
Subbers.
Find us on the TikToks. Find us on
and share it with a friend.
There you go.
You know, you like us. Share it with a friend.
Tell a friend to tell a friend. I like that about you, what he said. So yeah, man, go ahead and subscribe, click it, watch some previous episodes. We've been here for 2 years and we're loving everything about it.
Yeah.
Check-ins. What's good, bro?
Battled a little bit of an illness.
Yeah, you was out.
Some crud, whatever you want to call it.
You got the Shigala.
Got the Shigala. Yeah, so feeling a lot better today. My energy levels were bad. Thought I had the vid.
Ooh, not the cove.
I thought I had the cove. And it wasn't a good kind of cove. It was a bad cove.
Oh man!
So when did
that start? Like how long did that last?
Sunday. Probably I started feeling a little weird, and then like it's like Sunday night. I was like, ooh, I feel like too tired for the time that it is.
Oh.
In the evening, it was like I felt really like drained.
Mm-hmm.
And then I woke up Monday morning like nah. So I didn't go to work. I actually worked a little bit from home, even though I was sick. I had to open an account for a client.
Facts.
So I still did that because I'm a fucking rock star.
In facts.
Went Tuesday, worked half day because couldn't look at my computer screen after about 11.
He texted me, was like, I'm going home, bro. I'm going home.
I can't do it. So then I had a really cool meeting. I'm a part of a new subcommittee under professional development.
Tell us more.
Within Bold, within Chase Bank, which is where I work, if anybody knows that. So that is basically where we're going to kind of help people perfect in their development of their career, like professional development. So my committee right now is tasked to have a meeting during Black History Month.
Okay.
So we're coming up with some ideas of what we're going to have in that meeting.
It's like a group of brothers and sisters? Like what's going on in this group?
Yeah, there's only 6 of us.
Brothers? It's like, and women or just all men?
Yeah. All women and men.
Of color?
Correct.
Beautiful. Big ups to Chase.
So I'm a part of that subcommittee, which is awesome. Great for the resume.
Yes.
So that was great. Rocked that. So much more to come with that. I actually got people that are on my team that I work in that are also in that committee, which is great. We didn't even know we were going to be in the same committee. Then we were on the Zoom like,
hey,
I see your face. So that's really cool. What else? Nah, good. I just feel great. I'm good. I took my brain meds today. I got a lot of clarity. I'm good.
Well, you sound good.
Yeah.
He walked through the door with
and I'm drinking wine.
He walked out of a good little small bottle. I thought it was a beer. He was like, nah, it's red wine.
Yeah,
big
it's a Cab and Zen mix. I'm a big red blend, big jammy reds. That's what I drink.
Will you do me a flavor? Will you give me an overall mix turn up?
You just need to hear yourself more?
I need to hear both of us more. I feel like I hear you more not in my headphones than I do in my headphones. Just being all the way on. There you go. That's so much gooder. Thank you. That's really, I promise, that's much gooder. Myself. So, got a lot going on, if I can be honest, Pops. Got a lot going on. 2 weeks ago tomorrow, I gave my resignation at Avenue X Fitness after 5.5 years of being a personal trainer there. We don't need to go into all the details, but you know, when it's time, I called my team, which is my brother, my wifey, my moms, my best friends, my daughters, and they were like, yep, it's time. Let's go ahead and resign. So we did that. And it's been an interesting couple of weeks, but I'm happy about it. Focusing on personal training, focusing on the clean kicks truck more. This fool cannot be serious about nothing ever. But yeah, man, I'm good, rocking and rolling. A little bit stressed out because when you take finances away instantly like that, it gives you some stresses. But my team is dope and my wife supports me infinitely, so we gonna be good.
I was having this conversation with a colleague today, and we were talking about actually the conversation that we had about DE&I with Tej through text message, and kind of bringing up some stuff that we were talking about within the family. We're gonna keep that in the text message
within the family.
But we were kind of talking about like things that we've been through in our careers with obstacles, whether they be racial, non-racial, whatever, just obstacles.
Mostly racial.
A lot of racial, especially in the corporate world. But I said something, and it was one of those things where you have, that coaching moment where you say something out loud, then you never really thought that you would say something like that, and you're like, I should write that down.
For sure.
But I was like, I was sick of being on a path where doors would be locked before I even got to knock on them.
Facts.
Right?
Beautiful.
Before I even got to approach the door, it was going to be automatically locked.
100%.
Which now I know that path is no longer my path. Let me go choose a path that doors will be open.
For sure, bro.
That's one of those moments.
For sure.
That next path, doors are open.
For sure. That was beautifully said. So, yeah, I ain't got nothing else. Show me some Mary.
Show me some Mary.
What's on deck, cuz?
I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. We're going to talk about a little bit of Australian Open as that's finalizing over this weekend. NBA update on trade rumors, all-star voting, all that stuff.
Coco's undefeated.
Coco's undefeated, right? Well, yeah. Well, or she wouldn't still be in it.
You know what I'm saying? She's 10-0 this year.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay.
She's like undefeated this year.
Correct. She's balling. Small yellow balling. We got NFL playoff update, coach's corner, athletes in action, really Dolan. College basketball, OSU women, win big, Caitlin Clark discussion.
Jesus, Lord have mercy.
Of course, Naptown news, fine print, all the above.
This dude is.
We have a great fucking show for you.
He's not lying. Keeping it pimping. New addition to the show. We started last episode. Every year we try to add a little something. Sorry, I got your shit rocking.
That's my mic, man.
Try to add a little something to make the show a little more spicier. So we got this quick segment called The Good, The Bad, and The Ugly. In the good, as of today, as of yesterday, the New York Knicks were 26-17.
Yeah.
14-5 at home. And they had won 8 of their last 10 games. Brunson is averaging 26 points and 6.5 assists. Randall's averaging 24, 9+ rebounds and 5 assists. And they're getting it done and looking really fucking good.
This is the reason I was so big on OG Anunoby. His addition to the Knicks and the defensive side of the ball, his plus or minus is out of the roof since he started over there. I think they've only lost 1 game, or they might be undefeated since that trade.
You could be right.
Either way, up for Defensive Player of the Year. Like, he has added a new attitude to the Knicks that they didn't have. Offensively, they were pretty decent. That defensive lockdown at the wing with OG Anunoby is exactly why I wanted that for the Pacers.
You are preaching.
Phenomenal.
You're preaching. In the bad, this is really, really bad and sad news, man. Warriors assistant coach Dejan, and I don't want to mess this up. I actually looked up how to say it, but I'm still going to chop it up. So I'm just going to say, go ahead.
Milo Jevic
is what I believe it was. Milo Jevic is what I believe it was.
Okay.
Passed away suddenly last Wednesday, January 17th. He suffered a heart attack during a team dinner with coaches and players. He was with the squad from 21 to 24. Our hearts are sincerely with him, his team, his friends, his family, other coaches and players that he knew. As we know, man, the NBA is a very, very tight brotherhood. They talk about that all the time. So there's probably not a coach or an assistant coach or a player on another team that didn't know him. You know what I mean?
Oh, you see that, right? After games, it always surprises me how many coaches shake hands and have long discussions with players, whether they train, like they were with them in college, whether they were there's the network is so vast. So yeah.
So that is very, very sad, very bad. And in the ugly, Tyler Bass, the Buffalo Bills place kicker, last Saturday missed a 44-yarder to possibly force overtime against the Chiefs.
Kill my parlay.
Holy wowzers. Man, well, you want to tell them now?
Sure.
Go ahead.
I had a nice, what was that, like a $15
$15.
$15 parlay, $15 bet to win $13,000.
He was a field goal away.
Technically, yes. if the game would have continued, I probably would have got it.
For sure.
I missed it by Patrick Mahomes not getting
5 yards.
5 rushing yards.
5 rushing yards.
That's it.
5 rushing yards.
Detroit hit everything that I got. Chiefs hit everything, or both the Bills, Chiefs
He
game.
needed him to get 26, and he had 21 rushing yards.
It hurts. At one point, he had 22, actually. I needed to have 27.5. He had 22. And then he obviously took a knee, so it ended up going down to 19. But it was tough. It was real tough.
That is also ugly. That right there is also ugly for sure.
I just needed to go to overtime.
But yeah, man, Tyler Bass, 44-yarder. And I have to just be honest with y'all. I am of the mindset that these dudes have one job. Like, I'm one of those people who really believes, like, bro, this is literally your one job. This is why we pay you. Like, make the field goal. And it is even worse because, to me, it feels like a choke job. Because during the season and in the playoffs, this fool is 76.5%. And missing a 44-yarder, especially wide right. They've got a mad history of that wide right over there in Buffalo, man. It's real ugly, man. It's real ugly.
Yeah, it sucks. Now, I don't condone the whole he's had to get off social media because he's had death threats.
Doing too much.
That's too much.
DTMing.
Like, just be like, fuck.
We can tease you a little bit because it's your job and you messed up in front of us all.
Find your family and burn down your house. Like, that's
ugly.
That's too much.
That's super ugly.
There's a line.
Absolutely. Yeah. Shot for shot.
Yeah.
Let's get it. You go first, bro.
Let me turn my shit.
Turn my shit. Niggas be looking.
All right, you ready?
The good, the bad, the ugly.
I got a Colts question for you.
Ooh, go.
Well, I'll give you a nice multiple choice.
Oh, that's nice of you.
This is a warm-up. It'll probably be, I think you should get this one easy. Which Colts running back ran a 4.28 40? I'll give you choices unless you can just kind of do it.
A 4.28 40?
Yes.
Eric Dickerson.
No. You want me to give you, because you just really jumped into it.
You said unless you said okay.
It's like
that nigga was fast.
Jeez. Joseph Adai, Marlon Mack, Marshall Faulk, Edgerrin James.
Let's say Marshall Faulk. That feels right. Yeah, that feels right.
Yeah.
That definitely feels right. What player leads the NBA currently in 3-point percentage?
You know Joseph Adai ran a 4.4?
That's not slow.
That's not slow. Like, when I think of Joseph Adai,
you think he's faster than that? He got that quick burst. Quick burst guy, for sure.
Like, you don't
What's
think
Edge run? What did Edge run?
4.38.
Yeah, that's moving.
Yeah,
that's moving.
And think of Ed. Like, I don't think of him running a 4.38.
No.
He's not. Then Marlon Mack was a 4.5. To me, I thought
Marlon Mack was a 4.38. Right, for sure. Yeah. What player leads the NBA in 3-point percentage right now?
Oh, right now? Jalen Smith.
Oh, that is such a good guess. No.
He had to be close.
I don't know.
Because he was leading the league until he had his injury.
Grayson Allen, our favorite.
I hate him. Yeah. He would, like, Jalen Smith was right there.
He was shooting that thing. Yeah, speaking of shooting that thing.
Yep.
Go ahead and get that.
Now, I am not leading the league.
No, you are not. You know, we should keep a tally. We should have kept a tally on who, like, makes and misses on this.
I've only made one, so.
Oh, okay. Well, you're not winning then.
You've made 3.
Okay. That's very good.
That's good.
No!
Oh, it was online.
It really looked good, though. It did. I
gotta take a shot.
So, if you guys got any questions for us, man, I know y'all be watching this segment. People give us feedback saying this is some of our favorite shit. So, send us some questions, man. Be honest down here, a.k.a. Pops, P-O-P-S-Z-C. Something. You can read it. I'm dyslexic and shit. Is that too strong? How was that tonight?
It's good.
So yeah, man, like I said before, you guys want to play along with us, send us some questions at Be Honest, at AKA Pops, P-O-P-S-Z-C, and we keeping it moving. Here we go. Shoutouts. This is a good one. Shoutouts to black people.
All right, yeah.
Like that's just very, very, very simple. We in the middle of Dr. King and the kickoff of Black History Month. So shout outs to black people. Yeah. And not all black people, because some of them fools be tripping.
Not all of them.
And some of them be absolutely wildin', and we don't put on for that. Yeah. But like, if you out here taking care of your business and being responsible and contributing to society in a positive way, especially amidst all the chaos and some of the rubbish that we were just talking about as far as corporate America and the things we have to deal with, because our playing field is different.
Yeah, like especially the ones that have created a great path for themselves and then open the doors for the other ones because it was that hard for you to get there. So now we need a person on the inside. So for those people, and I've met a lot of you, especially within my company, that have been like, I'm going to introduce you to this person. I'm going to introduce you to this person because you're not in the right role. I'm going to introduce you to this person. So thank you to those that are opening to the doors for others that don't know how to open them.
Damn. This dude really took his brain medicine because that was beautifully said. So yes, shout outs. We're not intentionally dismissing our Caucasian counterparts. We love y'all. We absolutely love y'all. We can be pro us and not be anti everyone else. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So big ups to y'all. Big ups, taking care of business. We're going to take a very quick break. Be back in a minute. The 317 Sports Project. We're going to get into some sports. We got some good shit on deck. Be back.
We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
You're back with the 317 Sports Project. I don't know if we did this last time. Did we show everybody the book? Our new addition to the set? You would have remembered if we did. I don't think we did. So, I don't even know if I showed you this.
No, you showed me.
I did show you this?
After the show.
After the show.
After the show.
Man, big ups to Mama Raybrook for our phenomenal gift. She got us a book of a bunch of memories with all of our favorite people over the year for 2023 games and adventures and training camps and all of that shit. So we put this right over here, Mama Raybrook. It's on the set. We appreciate you. Boom. That's right there. That's right there to stay. For sure. Big ups to you, young lady. Around the world, from the corner. Take it off, Pops.
So, Australian Open. That's not an Australian accent. That was bad. I'm sorry.
What was that exactly?
I don't know.
Okay.
It was like a blend of British and Australian.
Okay. Bro Australian.
Yeah. It's bro Australian. Yeah, bro Australian. Australian Open, first Grand Slam of the year. Because of the time difference, I have not been able to watch it as much as I wanted to do. The big matches start at like 11:30
p.m.
Some of them are at 3 a.m., 4 a.m.
Not doing that.
I just can't do that. So I won't. Plain and simple. Basically, very easy to kind of tell you about. Djokovic is the favorite, of course. He's really only been challenged by, what was his name? Popyrin. From Australia. They did a 4-game set, if I remember right. Popyrin got one, went to a tie break in the third set. I'm just doing this off the top of my head, just so you know. Really good match. And then Djokovic, the moment I knew it was over is when I think it was going towards a tie break and Djokovic was about to serve and Australia was cheering on their own, obviously.
Fair.
And Djokovic, they just showed a little clip of Joker and he was just smirking.
Uh-oh.
And I was like, it brought back Reggie Miller sucks vibes. It brought back Jordan Shrug vibes. Like, I was like, oh, God. Djokovic was about to come on and just destroy them.
Damn it, he's locked in now.
Yeah, and he then destroyed him the next 2 sets. So
that's crazy.
That was really interesting to see. Of course, Djokovic is not a favorite of mine. I'm not a huge fan of them, but I recognize the GOAT. He's won that many championships, big Grand Slams. You're phenomenal.
Is he the GOAT?
I mean, he's won 2 more Grand Slams than anybody else.
He's the GOAT.
And he's still playing at a high level. Like, he's 36. He'll play for 4 or 5 more years at a high level. So, like, his record will never be broken.
Never be broken.
Grand Slams.
Never be broken.
Just because there's so much talent out there.
You're right.
Alcaraz is the other one that I'm watching out for. I'm actually for the Australian Open. I'm calling that upset and that Alcaraz will actually take that in the finals. Women's side. Go back to men's. There was only one American, Fritz. Djokovic just beat him yesterday, so that's done.
Shoutouts! Thank you for including the USA though. That's pretty much how that goes number right 12, now for us.
It was number 12 versus number 1. Djokovic beat him in straight sets.
Fast.
Yeah, it was pretty fast.
Keep it moving.
Alcaraz is still my pick. I think he's my favorite player right now. He reminds me of a young but more talented Nadal. I can see him winning quite a few Grand Slams over the next years, especially when Djokovic retires.
Okay.
Women's, Coco Gauff.
It's all about that Coco.
Coco, playing very well right now. So she has moments of forgetting who she is in matches. And what I mean by that is remembering how dominant she can be.
Facts.
Has one of the best backhands in tennis right now, especially on the women's side. But she forgets to use her forehand at a high level and in a high pace. So you'll see her take stuff off of her forehand instead of her backhand. So when she is aggressive and goes at the net, statistically, she's almost unbeatable.
Damn.
You can see her almost, whether it's a coach that's behind her that says, hey, like, what you doing? Whatever
Go be Coco.
She'll click in and all of a sudden she'll start dominating a match if somebody's starting to beat her in a set. She's glided through the Grand Slam pretty easily. She's going to go against, what's her name?
I love how much this dude loves tennis. I really do.
Sabalenka, that's right. That's going to be at 3 a.m. Won't be watching that one. Tomorrow morning, I guess is the best way to say that.
For sure. That's not tonight, cuz.
No, yeah.
It's not tonight.
But that is in the semifinal. So semifinal versus Sabalenka. That's going to be a tough match. That's a 4 versus 2. Sabalenka's been destroying the competition right now. But Coco Gauff, I think you can do it. You just got to be on top of it early. If you get behind, if you get behind against Sabalenka, she's going to control the match and the momentum. You're not going to get this one. And we need you to get this first Grand Slam of the year.
That's beautiful. Is that it?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pick Sabalenka in this one. I'm sorry.
Is she tall?
Yeah, she's a little taller than Coco.
Yeah, covers more ground.
Yeah. I'm going to pick that one, but of course, Coco, you win. I'm cool.
100%.
Yeah, perfect.
All right, wing shot. NBA updated standings. No surprises here, as you said. Let's go ahead and click and see what we got going on. Who could we see making a late push? Okay.
That's really the only question
I'm bored with the NBA, bro. I just have to say
bored?
that. I'm so happy that you asked me that.
It's a leading question.
Yeah, if I can be all the way honest, I think there's way too much bitching and whining on every play. The offense wants a foul. The defense whines when it's called. The level of defense is absolutely atrocious.
Can I interrupt real quick?
Please do.
I didn't realize that Alcaraz actually lost last night. Oh. Again, it was in the middle of the night, so he's no longer my pick. Just saw that. I apologize. Medvedev is going to be now my winner. Okay, standings. Very bored with NBA. Sorry, I just was still on the men's, and I was like, oh shit. Alcaraz lost in 5 sets with a tiebreak. I can't pick him. That's what happens when you write the show before the match starts. So, moving on.
You know who you sound like right now? You sound like the Sweaty Balls girls.
So all of that with the confidence that I said, and I sounded great talking about the Australian Open. I was really proud of myself because a lot of that was off the top of my head, which probably shouldn't have been off the top of my head because I did not check my facts. So all you other podcasters out there, definitely look at stuff before you speak and record live. Here we go. NBA standings.
Oh my God, I'm gonna throw up. This is why my glasses be all foggy. Because I hang out with hilarious people all the damn time. I'm just gonna
drink my wine and shut up.
Anyway, I'm fucking sick of the NBA right now. I'm sick of everybody whining on every damn play. Like I said, the defense is absolutely atrocious. No one plays defense. And there's probably some capacity to me that sounds like that old ass man, because I am in my 40s, and you're right, I am old, but I'm absolutely bored with the NBA. I don't want to see 150-point games. I just don't want to see that. I don't want to see final scores be 147 to 143. You know what that tells me? No one is playing fucking defense. And defense it is boring as shit to me.
Coming from one of the best defenders.
I appreciate you. I do. I appreciate you. I don't mind 110 to 118 points.
No,
that sounds like a logical basketball game to me.
I don't want all-star stats during regular season games.
Like this, like just the other day. Like, is this the, like, what did I click on? Is this the one? Is this the one, my link that had like everybody scored 70 points and 100 points and 97 points? Is this my thing? Yes. The other night, Embiid had 70. Cat had 62. Durant had 43. Tatum had 39. Wemby had 33. Luka had 33. Giannis had 31. What the fuck is going on, dog?
I'm fine with a player getting that amount. What I'm not fine with is Embiid only won, the 76ers only won by 10 against the Spurs.
Jesus.
When scoring 70.
Jesus.
And Cat lost to scoring 62, is that right?
Yeah.
Lost to a 9 and whatever Charlotte while scoring 62 points.
Thank you.
That is what is the issue. Now, and going back to that, and I forgot to put it in here, the coach to the Timberwolves came out, and now you probably should approach this a different way, coach. After your star player scored 62 points, you didn't say like good for him or anything like that. All you said was that was a joke. A lot of immaturity was played. We shouldn't lose that game. Basically calling out your star player and the rest of them for being so lazy on defense side.
But
which
he's
is
right.
But again, I'm not saying, look, hold on. Warranted, but that's probably warranted in practice.
Timing.
Practice. Because what we've seen in the NBA, and we're going to talk more about that, is the stars control your job.
Oh.
If Cat comes to ownership and going, I'm going to leave if we don't get a different coach. Coach, you just lost your job because you said something to the media. Now, prideful, maybe you don't care about that.
I have to also say that pisses me off too.
I'm not, again.
It's ridiculous.
Right.
These players have way. We'll get into it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get into it. Trade rumors. What you got, bro?
First big trade of the year happened.
This is bullshit. Not the trade rumors. Just this shit. Like the control of players. Like it's bullshit. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm done. Bullshit.
Pacers, Raptors, and Pelicans completed a trade.
I took my brain medicine too, Zachariah.
Jeez.
My bad.
I had it pulled up here. Here we go. Let's see. Bruce Brown via the Raptors receive. I apologize. Bruce Brown, Kira Lewis via the Pelicans.
Oh, wow.
Jordan Nwora via the Pacers.
For sure.
2 2024 first round picks via the Pacers. Conditional 2026 first round pick via the Pacers. Pacers receive Pascal Siakam. Good job. Future second round pick via the Pelicans. Raptors additionally waived Christian Koloko. Now, shout out to Kira Lewis because you were a Pacer for about 3 minutes. Actually, what happened was the Pelicans shipped you to the Pacers, then we shipped him to the Raptors so we can complete the deal.
You think they made a jersey for him?
I hope so.
You think they made? You think they made a jersey for him?
I want to buy that.
You know what I'm saying?
So bad. Like, thank you for your service. It was like when Ricky Rubio got traded to the Pacers and we knew he wasn't going to play. I apologize. I didn't see that. So Pelicans got cash considerations. Actually, what that did was put them underneath the luxury tax.
Oh.
So good for them. It was a win-win-win to me in all fronts. We'll talk more about what Pascal does for the Pacers in the Pacers section. But yeah, I say this. Win-win-win gives us the length and the athleticism at the 4 that we've been looking for. We have a player that we know for sure can score when Halliburton is off the court.
Yeah,
we'll talk more about in the indie section.
This is more your realm. We'll talk more about it. Trades and luxury taxes and all that is more your realm. I'm along for the ride when it comes to this stuff. Yes. So keep it pimping, cuz.
D'Angelo Russell and the Lakers.
This is big.
Looks like a move is on the horizon for the Lakers. I'm going to read what I wrote in a narrative way.
Ooh.
D'Lo had a tremendous game against the Blazers on Sunday night, going for 34 points and 8 assists. The weird thing was he was crying on the sidelines. After the game, he was super emotional and on the bench as well. And then the interview, he seemed like he was hinting at a goodbye.
That's a goodbye.
Someone said something to him like, "Hey, man,
this is your last word."
I'm not saying it's finalized, but something's going on. Looks like the start of the end of D'Lo to the Lakers. Although now rumors, since I wrote this, have said, I think more so because they weren't sure if another deal was going to go through. Mm-hmm. Media, like once you start seeing stuff's not going to go through, you want to like pump back up the player that you almost traded.
For sure,
right?
You have to.
So they're like, we almost like D'Lo's fit with AD and LeBron.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
They don't.
They don't.
Right before I came over, they said that the DeJounte Murray to the Lakers is actually a very high. It's getting legs.
That fool can hoop, cuz.
If the Lakers get DeJounte Murray, they're going to give up D'Lo, and I love that trade for the Lakers.
That fool can hoop, cuz.
And he plays both sides of the ball very, very well.
He can hoop.
And honestly, DeJounte Murray's been playing better than Trae Young on Atlanta the last few games.
And I think he's from like the Bay. I think he might be from the West Coast too, right? I'm pretty sure he's a West Coaster. So yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
Is that all with them? Is that all with him?
Bruce, all with D'Lo.
For sure.
Bruce Brown, of course, we saw him get traded to the Raptors.
Breaking news. the Toronto basketball team up north has just become the Toronto Raptors. W-O-W.
Not the Raptors. Look out. The Raptors are coming. Don't do that. The Toronto Raptors, they've already said a lot of contenders are looking to, they're going to probably move him again before the All-Star break. The one big one that I'm seeing is Dallas, which I'd like him there with Luka. I actually think they need some wing defense there.
Yeah,
and the other one was New York. To me, if you add then
like
also,
the Knicks?
Yeah, if you add Bruce Brown with OG and you have those other players, like they
just keep winning.
That would be a really, really great asset for those. So I think those are probably the two highest possibilities. They mentioned the Lakers as well, but that was just because DeJounte Murray's thing may or may not go through. But the Lakers were interested in him prior to the Pacers trade. Sure. They had reached out. The other team that you'd look for Bruce Brown, depending on how the season goes, is Denver is looking for a reconnection there, but that would probably happen in free agency if whoever does their team option and lets him go.
Killing it, dog. Killing it. Lastly,
Herb Jones.
Who?
Pelicans have come out to say that trade deadline looming, they are open to moving Herb Jones. Jones is a top 20 defender with length. Look for teams that need wing defense to ask about the young talented defender. Pacers. Just a thought.
You want Herb Jones?
I think that he'd be a phenomenal defender for us.
Who do we give up for Herb Jones?
You wouldn't have to give up a lot for Herb Jones.
Not a lot at all.
No.
Okay.
No.
Let's
see.
Who's deep down there that you willing to give up?
Depends. Do you want picks as well? You know what I mean? Like it really depends. But you're gonna go like a TJ McConnell would probably have to go for a Herb Jones.
Yeah. No.
Right. Like you'd have to give somebody up like that. Isaiah Jackson might have to go for Herb Jones. But again, we're losing play. Someone's got to go for playing time.
Gotta go.
But you don't let go of Jarris Walker and you don't let go of Mathurin. Period.
Okay. All right. We'll talk more. I think we have a little debate coming up actually, because we'll talk a little more on that. Top of the key NFL playoffs, along with the coach's corner, which we'll go deep into as well. Divisional round: Texans versus Ravens.
That wine's good.
Is it good?
Ooh.
Is it really good? Or are you lying?
I think it's just like
you're in there now. Yeah. Stroud and them Texans, they did a great job keeping it close in that first half, but we all know that coaching seriously matters. It was Harbaugh versus first-year head coach D'Amico, and they came on the second half and showed what was really popping.
Shout out to D'Amico.
Shout out to D'Amico.
Phenomenal. There was the clip of him going to his defender and saying exactly what Flacco was going to do during the Browns game, and literally that's the play that they got the interception and ran it back for a touchdown.
Yep.
Knows his shit. Obviously, defensive
he
minded
knows his
coach.
shit.
Like the Texans are, to me, kind of right there a step above right now where the Colts are.
For sure.
They are going. But
I also think if AR has a complete season, that may not be the case.
Right. The Jaguars have to show me something, because now you've seen the decline, and then now they've added some decent coaching and talk about that, but like. The Texans are my main worry
for sure
when it comes to that rivalry
For sure. Packers versus 49ers. San Francisco took care of business. Purdy went 23 for 39, 250 and a tutty. He dropped some super dimes, but I'm not all the way sold on him. I just have to say that. He dropped some.
Purdy?
I'm just not all the way sold on Brock.
I don't think anybody's sold on Purdy, just like nobody was really sold on, what's his name, the one that they traded to the Raiders so that Purdy could play.
Garoppolo.
Same thing. When you're looked at as just a simple game manager, That's what you are.
Okay.
You're in a system that fits what you're doing, but they are making the system work for you.
For sure.
You're just not an explosive quarterback.
Word up. Jordan's INT at the end of that game was crazy to me, but it was just a young quarterback mistake. You can tell that, he was just looking to make a play, and it was a bad decision, but the future is bright for the Packers. And can you just click on this link for me real fast? This quarterback lineage for the Green Bay Packers, basically. And yes, there have been some people who have substituted in and played some games when people are hurt. But bro, since 1957 or something, these fools have had 6 starting quarterbacks.
Right. They stumble on quarterbacks better than any franchise that's out there when you look at it.
Bro,
you have
Jordan Love, Aaron Rodgers forever, Brett Favre forever, Don whoever forever, Lynn Dickey forever, Brett Starr forever. I mean, I'm in the 50s right now.
Right.
They've basically had 5 quarterbacks in 50 years. Mm-hmm. That's insane.
Yeah.
I don't know who their GMs have been when it comes to quarterback picking, but to see that and really be
and really
wow.
When you go Lynn Dickey, the only reason that was probably either an injury or just lost out on a quarterback battle. But then because you were quarterback for 2 years, David Whitehurst came back for 2 years in 78 and 79.
You were just hurt.
You were just hurt.
That's what I'm saying. You would have been the quarterback.
Then, from 76 to 84, you were the quarterback.
You were the quarterback.
And then really that's less than 10 years away from Brett Favre.
Thank you. And before that, I mean, it was Bart Starr for forever.
Correct.
Tobin Roll in the 50s, in the 30s, you had Arnie. I mean, they've really had 8 quarterbacks their whole entire lineage.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely insane. I just thought that was a fun little fact. Lions versus Bucks. I'm kind of feeling Detroit, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of got Detroit Lions fever,
I'm on the Tinklenberg train with
Ooh,
Detroit
that's your
Lions.
boy, for sure.
I like what they're doing.
I do.
I'm a huge Dan Campbell fan.
For sure.
He likes to bite kneecaps.
No doubt.
He's crazy.
And I
like it.
I think he should do WWE in the off season.
Thank you. Right? I see him doing promos and shit.
He should do WWE in the off season.
Mad Dog Campbell.
No doubt. Not Mad Dog Campbell. Ooh, wowzers. But I kind of saw this one coming. There's no way Baker was going into the D and winning that game. No way. Big ups to the Lions. They came to ball. 31-23 win. Going to the NFC Championship. Jared Goff is kind of out here, bro. The last half of the season, you can click the link if you want to or not, but the last half of the season, he's been showing off.
I go back to the comparison of Matt Stafford and Goff because that's what everybody continues to do on who.
Matt Stafford played his ass off in that game against him up in Detroit. I gotta say, he played his ass off.
It's so hard to compare the two because this is if Matt Stafford had the offensive weapons that
Jared Goff has right now, they would have won 14 games.
It's very hard to decipher those two. Obviously that's a timing thing, but Stafford is probably one of the most underrated, talented quarterbacks that has played the last 15 years.
Thank you.
Thank you. Period.
Thank you.
The fact that he got wasted away in Detroit.
And a dog.
And they would not give him an offensive line.
Thank you.
Torn rotator cuff coming back.
That's why I'm saying a dog, a straight dog.
Probably broke his ribs in that game, came back. I don't know if anyone saw his face after he got hit.
Thank you.
Something got popped.
That shit hurt.
Yeah, something popped and came right back in. Matt Stafford is a whole different level of competitor. That if he would have had those, obviously Megatron was there, but he had no offensive line. He had nothing. And better yet, he had no defense.
Woo-wee.
Period.
Woo. You are absolutely preaching. I don't even know what made you just go off like that, but I'm not mad at you. You're absolutely right. Chiefs versus Bills, the game of the weekend for sure. They won it. Kansas City, man, going to the AFC Championship for the 6th freaking year in a row. Mahomes was Mahomes, 2 tutties. Kelsey had a couple touchdowns, I believe, and Allen threw for $186 and a touchdown. But my question is this for you. Did Buffalo lose that game or did Kansas City win that game?
So the thing about this matchup over the last 3 years has been complete time management. Are we leaving too much time on the clock, not enough time on the clock? Buffalo's been in all of these games. The first one was you left too much time for Patrick Mahomes, right? he marched down the field, went into overtime, and
game over.
Then you never got the ball again. The next year, stuff similar. So it's kind of like Buffalo is there. First of all, this was the first game in Buffalo. The first 2 games were in Kansas City. That's hard to win there.
For sure.
This was your chance. It's literally a play calling game management thing because Allen probably had his best game against the Chiefs in that rivalry so far in this past game. I don't know.
Did Buffalo win or did Kansas City win or did Buffalo lose?
I think Buffalo lost.
I think Buffalo lost.
Because really, like, when you think about that
dropped
game...
passes.
When you think about that
chances.
game, like, I don't think of Kansas City dominating.
Hell to the no.
I think of Buffalo was... they were leading that charge.
No doubt.
Had their defense handled... Allen was rushing the ball at the right times. He was making great decisions. Like I said, he had probably the smartest game he's had against the Chiefs. I think you just lost it there at the end. Yeah.
For sure. NFC Championship, bro. Who you got, man?
NFC Championship, this is going to be kind of a tough one for me. So, if Deebo Samuels is healthy on this one...
I love how you keep adding an S to Samuel's last name, like it's Kroger's and Aldi's
Samuel.
and J.C. Penney's and all that
Deebo
shit.
Samuel.
Black people say Targets and Kmart's and shit. You know how we be.
Yeah.
It's Deebo Samuel.
Sure, Samuels.
Samuels L. Jackson.
Samuels L. Jackson. Well, remember I had back when we still lived in Indy. This is how far my memory goes back. Daycare. I had Mrs. Samuels. She's the reason that I didn't like chicken pot pie for a long time.
How do you remember this woman?
I can picture her face. I wanted to punch her in her face.
Oh, Jesus.
So she forced me to eat it. Like,
stuck my
face in it. And I had to go in and talk to her.
White lady?
No, black lady.
Oh, Mrs. Samuels.
Mrs. Samuels.
That'll get you beat up for sure. So who wins this game, bro?
If Deebo is healthy with Christian McCaffrey and him on the team, on the field, I see San Francisco winning. If not, I see Lions doing that. Key Lions got to get pressure on the quarterback, make San Francisco beat themselves, put Brock Purdy, make him make decisions that he's not used to making.
Snarf. 26-20 Lions either way for me. AFC Championship, Chiefs versus Ravens in the B-More. Who you got?
I've got the Ravens here. I do not see the Chiefs going into Baltimore and beating the Ravens. Right?
I don't disagree. I say 34-23 Baltimore. They're gonna get it done, no doubt about it in my mind. And then will we be taping, or will we have a break before the Super Bowl? We need to predict now. What's going on with that?
Yeah, we'll have the Pro Bowl in between, so we'll tape again, but we can.
All right, let's just go.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Detroit, Baltimore. We both say barring blah blah blah. Actually, who cares? Who wins the Super Bowl? Who you got?
I've got Lamar winning his second MVP and taking the Super Bowl this year. I think that they've got the most complete team at the end of the season.
Okay.
Their running game, which was actually very surprising after we lost, what's his name?
Dalvin Cook.
Nope.
After who lost?
After they lost, the running back that got hurt in the beginning of the year?
Dobbs.
Right.
Dobbs.
Sure. Is that his name?
Dobbs, right from Ohio State.
Yeah, okay.
Dobbs,
sure.
yeah.
Broke his knee apart. No, the dude from Georgia.
I don't know him. Who is their starting running back?
It is not Josh. Is that anything? Not Josh Dobbs.
No, that's the neoscientist.
Running. What the hell's his name?
I don't know, bro.
Either way, they added Cook that just left the
third string.
The Jets. He's the third string. Came in, put on a performance as well. I don't see how the Chiefs could beat them. But again, it is Patrick Mahomes. But I do not. Well, we have them losing, right?
We have the Ravens winning. So we're talking Super Bowl right now.
We're talking about Super Bowl. So I had a lot of wine.
So Lamar gets it in. Lamar gets it
wins,
done.
Period.
Lamar wins the Super Bowl. You say he wins his second MVP and the Super Bowl champion in a season where this fool was like betting on himself the whole entire time.
Correct.
He held out, got the contract he wanted, came out basically and showed off all year long, and you say gets it done, which means if they win the Super Bowl, that means, this is so annoying to me, that means that John Harbaugh and Jim Harbaugh are the National Football and the NFL Super Bowl champions.
Who's got it better than us? Nobody.
Holy shit, that would be so annoying. But I mean, they both deserve it. Like that may be the first time that ever happened.
Yeah.
That two brothers win the Super Bowl and the national championship. That'd be the first time that ever happened. We've been alive for some crazy shit if that goes down.
Do we still go on a break?
No. You want to go on a break? You want to press pause and act like we didn't just run that back the second time because the camera fucked up?
Yeah. Hey. We've done this twice.
When you see how that flowed the second time? That was a pure, flat out memorization.
This is our second time doing that.
You want to run a break? Do we press pause?
Yeah, I say we do it like we were about to do it.
Right,
just for editing. I'll just put those two tapes together.
Do it like we were about to do it, which means we'll be back with 317 Sports Project. After these messages, we got some coaches to talk about. Coach's Corner, a bunch of shifting and stuff going on out here in the league. We'll be back in a second, y'all. Holla.
We're brothers, we're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
we are back, y'all. 317 Sports Project, making a quick shift. We're going to talk about some Coaches Corner, Coaches Carousel shit going on in the league, how we feel about it. Quick. Antonio Pierce, Raiders got their guy, bro. What you think?
Love the hire.
That's fire.
I love the hire simply because Mark Davis came out and said, owner of the Raiders, he didn't want to do the same mistakes that his dad did and not listen to his players. His players were lobbying, especially Crosby on the defensive side of the ball, basically saying if Pierce doesn't get hired, I'm gonna ask for a trade.
Pull the Giannis.
For sure. So he came out and was like, no, I'm going to listen to my players. If this is who the players want, I want him to be our head coach, and we'll figure it out from there. So great hire.
Absolutely. Jared Mayo took the helm at New England. Is this a big deal?
Not really, no.
Okay, I didn't think so either. Bill Callahan, Bengals offensive coordinator, slated to be the Titans' next coach. How we feel about that?
Cool. He's actually bringing his dad, who's also a coach in the league, to be on his staff. So
Jesus, Lord have mercy. Belichick, Falcons, or no? You say he's at the line to be the Falcons coaching position, and he may bring Josh McDaniels over. How you feel about this?
Yeah, I mean, for Josh McDaniels, what happens when you fail twice? You go back to dad and say, "Will you let me back in?"
Jesus, Lord have mercy. Jim Harbaugh, your guy, officially the head coach of the Chargers. This actually is a big-ass deal. This is going to be a good hire. I think he and Herbert could do some dope shit together. I really do. Herbert
needed a great coach to open up the potential that he has. Herbert's one of those players that if you open the doors for him, he's going to probably he's already slated to be kind of one of the better quarterbacks in the league. He hasn't had the opportunities and the things around him to do so, the tools around him. So Jim, being as much as I hate to see him go for Michigan, thanks for winning us a national championship last year. Good luck in the NFL. He's been wanting to go back to the NFL for a long time.
For sure. And deserves to be in the NFL. Yeah. Speaking of coaches and carousels and people who continue to just keep getting jobs, what the hell is going on with this? Doc Rivers, we're making a shift to the NBA. This is just all coaches. Doc Rivers is the new head coach of the Boston Celtics. Now, if this was the off season and we came to y'all with that news, it probably wouldn't be that big of a deal. But this is the middle of the season, and they are second in the freaking Eastern Conference at 30-13, and they're making this change. How you feel about it, bro?
I think the most interesting thing is that Shams actually went out and reported while I was at work. I was talking about it with some colleagues that they had actually started talking to Doc in December as a consultant about the team. which tells me is we're probably going to let Adrian Griffin go.
For sure.
Or would you be interested?
Start doing your research on the squad now.
Exactly.
They basically had him for a month and a half, like doing his research.
34-14, how you don't get even the whole season.
They were 30-13, but still.
Whatever it is.
No.
I don't understand how you don't get at least the rest of the season. But like prior to All-Star break, and there's rumors of like how he treated Giannis's brother and all of this weird shit.
Probably happened.
Right. Absolutely probably happened.
Probably happened.
What is his name? What's his brother's name? Giannis. Whatever. Thanos.
Nanis.
Like,
he's Giannis's bad brother. Nanis.
Yeah. You probably shouldn't be on a squad.
G League, overseas?
Sure.
100%.
Like, you don't do a lot.
Nope.
I remember when you were in the game and you hit a shot and pumped up the crowd when you were down by 30. Like,
yep.
You shouldn't be on a squad.
I don't even want to say that. I'm scared. Sure. Anyway, I'm scared of them. Wing shot. But
they were like in the military and shit.
They definitely were in the military. That's why I'm like, those are some big dudes. I'm not messing with them. Wing shot. Athletes in action. Catch is always tripping, so we're just going to this is just getting kind of fun. We call this athletes in action. We may need to just change it. I don't know what we're going to change it because
I don't know too.
People just be out here. So we're just going to figure out a new name for this. But at the end of the day, we may just start calling it These Fools Be Tripping.
Yeah.
Because that's what we call it. James Dolan, go.
A woman has filed a lawsuit alleging Knicks and Rangers executive chairman pressured her to unwanted sex in 2013. The woman goes on to accuse him of sex trafficking and connecting her with Harvey Weinstein. We all know the shit with Harvey Weinstein. This doesn't surprise me.
This does not surprise either one of us at all.
I was I saw it, I was like,
that checks out.
Sense,
that absolutely checks out.
So
gross, ugly, nasty, keep your hands off women, you greasy, nasty slime ball. Of course James Dolan touches women. Like, duh. Gross. Kevin Porter Jr.
has reached a plea agreement of reckless assault in the 3rd degree and harassment in the 2nd degree involving the case with his former girlfriend and WNBA player.
I was looking at the camera. I was focused.
You
didn't even say a name?
Kisray.
Yeah. He said Kisray. K-Y-S-R-E. Kisiri?
Kisire Gonzaric. So, that happened.
So we got to do our research and learn how to say these people's names.
I don't think that we do.
I almost don't either.
And then I put a link in here. I don't need to click on the link because I remember reading it. But
Jesus.
And remember, it was a strangulation.
Yeah, not cool.
A strangulation. You cannot strangle Kasiri Gazarek.
I'm trying so hard not to laugh, but it's like for real.
Seriously,
Come on.
Don't be strangling people.
Come on, KP.
This is just a sneak in here. Britney Spears banned from Four Seasons Hotel in LA for going topless in a pool.
I love this show more and more all the time. And your boy Ime, what is he into?
Ime reportedly has been ordered to pay $32,500 a month in child support for all the stuff he did to Nia Long.
$32,000 a month.
Yeah.
That's about $360, $370 a year.
Yeah.
In child support. Yeah, man. Where your jimmies? And from the corner, the Coach Holtman. What's going down, man? Men's basketball. We're going to talk about the women's first. Are you good with that? All right. Oh, he's in the whole ass zone. Tara Vandermeer, because I know how to say names, is officially the winningest head coach in college basketball history. 1,203 wins. She recorded that win last week versus Oregon State, passing Coach K. Yeah, I mean,
hey Tara, good job.
I mean, crazy young lady.
Tara, good job.
1,203 wins. You know how long you got to be coaching to have 1,200 wins, dog? Like,
long time.
That'll never happen again because people just don't stay around like that anymore.
Long time.
Top 25 upsets. Number 16, Utah beat number 2, UCLA Monday. First ever win over a top 2 team in overtime. That game was great. LSU lost to Auburn last week. UNC, number 23, just beat number 13, Louisville recently. Women's college hoops, y'all, is becoming more of an equal landscape, and this shit is getting super duper fun to watch. If you're not checking in and tuning in, you motherfuckers are missing out. I'm telling you. Okay, Caitlin Clark.
Chitty chitty bang bang.
Caitlin Clark. In another upset, Ohio State beat Iowa 192 the other day. And on the way back to the locker room after storming the court because Ohio State beat them in overtime, I believe. Right, came back and beat them in overtime. Big game. People storming the court, like sold out 18, 19,000 in there. People were going freaking crazy. On the way back to the locker room, Caitlin Clark is jogging back to the locker room, and you guys have seen it. A young lady is running on the court with her phone out going to celebrate. They collide. Caitlin spins around and falls down, and she got hit by a semi-truck and lays on the court. People carrying her off the floor and shit, basically. And I don't know. I could go on and on and on about this, but how you feel, bro? What do you think? What do you think?
I saw the replay quite often. Very exaggerated.
Thank you.
It made me not as excited to
draft her. Thank you.
Now, will we? Yes. Should we? Yes.
You got to get that together, though.
But no. And it's not the first time she has shown that kind of
diva-esqueness.
Exactly.
Her coach came out talking shit about her being run over and berated and screamed at by the fans. Yeah, you were berated and screamed at by the fans, bitch. It was a rivalry game on the road. You're Caitlin Clark. Steph Curry goes through that. LeBron goes through that. Angel Reese goes through that. Like, you are not null and void of being screamed at. And I know you know that because you say you love it and you blah, blah, blah. But, like, why is your coach talking about you were getting berated and screamed at by fans? Wasn't nobody seeing you on the floor like, yeah, bitch, get up, bitch. Look at you on the floor, stupid Iowa bitch. That wasn't going on. That would be unacceptable.
Long shooting ass bitch.
Ponytail having shooting from the logo, bitch. Skinny, no booty having
not
ass
as cute
bitch.
As you think you are, ass bitch.
Halter top wearing, high heel having, no makeup, lipstick wearing, bitch.
No one did that.
No one did that.
Not a single person did that.
So, get over yourself. With that said, moving on, LSU versus South Carolina is tomorrow. ESPN, 8 p.m., Mulkey versus Staley, Angel Reese versus Cardoza, Flau'jae versus Malaysia. Like this,
all that.
like
tune in.
Like for
this
real.
Is like tune in.
For real.
Ladies are balling. You need to tune in and watch that game. This is going to be a hell of a damn game.
The interesting thing is you guys aren't going to watch this until Friday, so we won't even know if y'all tuned in.
I won't know.
I promise you.
But I'll tell you what, I'll find out.
We'll tweet about it. I promise you I'm going to 100%.
Let me find out you didn't watch that game.
Fuck around and find out.
Let me tell you didn't watch that game.
It's gonna be some consequences and ramifications, repercussions for this motherfucker for sure. Big ass game tomorrow night.
Let him go up and get his own portion of cornbread. That's your cornbread. You know you can't have my cornbread.
I can't believe you guys tuned in and watched this shit. We are insane.
Life.
Oh, great movie. Men's top 25. Yo, bro. Our North Carolina Tar Heels.
Yeah, they're killing.
Are balling.
Yeah. Armando Becat.
They are balling. Hubert Davis has got something really, really special cooking over there. Purdue is number 2. If you ask me right now if Purdue played North Carolina in the Final Four, who wins that game, North Carolina beats them by 100.
I don't know that I'd go on.
North Carolina beats them by 100, bro.
North Carolina's in that. These guys have decided to come back. A lot of the seniors,
for sure,
upperclassmen,
they're not playing.
Like they're ready to go get this one. They are a scary, scary team right now. Just a bet. If you're looking for March Madness stuff,
throw
a little money on that one.
For sure.
to win it all.
For sure.
You would be happy.
You would definitely. Oh, Jesus, Lord have mercy. That wine is starting to do something to this food for sure. Is John Calipari still at Kentucky?
Yeah, of course.
Really?
Yeah.
That is insane to me.
He ain't going nowhere.
He cheats so bad.
But they're okay with it.
Now you can do it. Now you know what I'm saying? Now, like,
I've been doing this for 13 years.
Y'all late. Where y'all been?
27 years.
Very, very, very true. I don't really have very many updates in men's college basketball because right this moment it's kind of boring me a little bit. Like,
I don't actually like CBS and stuff's already coming out with bracketology. Like that's
too early.
Change so much.
Thank you.
And I love what game was I watching? I was watching OSU and Nebraska. Hard game to watch. Nebraska just shot lights out in that game.
They did.
And the guy came on. They came out with bracketology, like first out, and put OSU first 4 out. And I'm like, and the guy said, he's like, this is way too early for us. I'm like, thank you for saying that. Like, it is January 23rd.
What are we talking about, Brad? Y'all just trying to.
There's still championship tournaments, like
no
all
doubt.
Kinds of stuff.
There's
like,
so many Big Ten games to play left. Yeah. Anyway, so much stuff will change. I get excited about college basketball for men's in like February, honestly.
Correct.
That's when I buckle down. It's like, oh shit, it's go time. Go.
I forgot to break this to you.
Oh, break it to me. Basketball?
I'm in Colorado during the first week of March Madness.
I need to come to Colorado? Is that what you're trying to say? Or like you going with family? Like what you trying to say?
Yeah, we're going to see the wife's family.
Oh, cool.
So, I won't be... Like normally I'm like, I'll take off and we'll be like
100%. We go kick it.
I won't be here. I looked at the week. I was like, oh shit, I already bought the tickets.
Man, that's sad.
Right.
That actually hurts. That really did.
I was like, I won't be here the first. Yeah.
All right. That sucks. On that note, we're going to take. Do we take another quick break or we just keep going? We took a break not too long ago.
Yeah, we'll just keep running.
Cool. Welcome back to the 317 Sports Project, brought to you by Clean Kicks, Columbus, Ohio's #1 premium sneaker cleaning company. We're out there painting kicks, cleaning kicks. Actually, we got a dope-ass pickup truck coming, the shoebox coming in a few months, and that's going to be dope as fuzz.
I'm really far away from my
No, you're good. I went over to the shop a few weeks ago. It's looking great. That'll be back to me in about 3-4 weeks. Start doing the LVT hardwood floors. Clean Kicks on wheels, calling it the shoebox, pick up, drop off, shoe cleaning, pulling up at events, party style. Can't wait for that. That's the next venture. So all of that. Follow us on cleankicks.614. Naptown nudies. Naptown news. First of all, Indianapolis Colts. First and foremost, before we talk about the upcoming season and what we think they should do in the draft, I think it would only be right to extend a shout out to our owner, Jim Irsay, and his family. We know some stuff came out about him being hospitalized for a possible overdose. We are absolutely judgment free over here. We battle mental health ourselves. We battle no addiction ourselves in our life and all of those things. So we are not judging. We are full of love over here. Big ups to you, Jim. We are praying for you, big guy. We are with you, big guy. We appreciate you for sure, for sure. Salute to you. You got anything?
I think it's about it.
That's what's up. Just out here, two brothers rooting for another brother, man, for sure. Early draft predictions. What we need, Pops?
Draft needs. And of course, you know that I'm going to have a whole draft episode.
Can't wait.
It's going to be great.
Can't wait.
I'm going to start, as you saw today. Which today being Tuesday, when you watch this, it'll be
Wednesday.
Friday. Wednesday.
Yep.
Today is Wednesday. Give me a second. Hold on. I'll catch up. Wednesday is today. Friday, the episode comes out. So Wednesday, I actually released my first PFF mock draft.
Pretty fucking fire.
Pretty fucking fire mock draft. You know what? They should make sure that that's what that is for. I should email them.
Pretty fucking fire.
Yeah. So Colts needs, everyone knows wide receiver help is kind of a thing that everyone's kind of leaning towards. Main thing is because we don't know for sure if we're going to get.
If he stays?
Right.
Really?
Right.
Pittman might dip?
Pittman might dip.
All right.
At least, if I'm him, you at least look at free agency. I'm not saying they don't come back, but like,
I think you want to play with AR and JT.
Hands down.
You want to do that.
Yeah. So Pittman Jr., we don't know for sure, but wide receiver is definitely something that we need to look at to just get more help. Why not?
Malik Neighbors
is somebody that around the 15th pick, and this is kind of saying, hey,
if we stay there,
if Chris Ballard were to stay there, here's what I'm seeing on multiple different draft boards, the players, when we go with Colts needs, that could be there. Malik Neighbors out of LSU, 6 foot wide receiver, had a hell of a season, hell of a last couple seasons. I could see them going after him. I'm not going to go through all the details. I'm going to save that for down the line.
For sure.
You got Terrion Arnold, CB out of Alabama. CB is probably one of the other one. I think that might be some people's most important.
For shizzle, right? For sure. We need the other side of Juju.
Like when you go, if you stay at 15, you go out of those two, you probably go best available, right? Like who's going to be there? The other thing I would say, and this is not going to happen, a lot of people have been saying it, I just don't think that he would drop all the way there. Brock Bowers, the tight end out of Georgia, who's basically a wide receiver. If he were to drop all the way to 15, I just don't see that happening.
No way.
That's not happening. No way. But if he did, yes.
Or if we moved up.
Or if we moved up, I'm okay with getting him instead of a wide receiver. That is a huge, huge asset that you would get. That's like getting Sam Laporta from the Detroit Lions. Yep. Like he's a wide receiver. Hands down.
You're right.
Like he's a game changer kind of tight end.
You're right.
Terrion Arnold, CB out of Bama. Kool-Aid McKinstry is the other CB that's going to be in that top 20 pick. I think Arnold's the most consistent player when you go to the 2 top CBs that were on Alabama. If he's available, that's who I would choose. I'm just kind of going off the top of my head here. J.C. Latham, offensive lineman out of Bama. Obviously, offensive line depth is something that we want to do. We're looking at our guard positions on who's going to stay, who's going to go. We don't know if Braden Smith's going to come back. We don't know that. You got to start thinking about when these guys' contracts are coming up and who do we have kind of to fill the gaps.
For sure.
So J.C. Latham's a great offensive lineman coming out, interior lineman that's coming out. Defensive line. Interior is another one. Interior and defensive edge, honestly, to be honest. I said that twice. Be honest, I'm kind of tipsy.
No.
I'm a little tipsy right now.
To honestly be honest with you.
Yeah, to honestly be honest with you. Because I'm always honest. And I never want to not be honest. So Byron Murphy out of Texas. Huge. They've had him slated going around the 10th pick. That'd be something that we might trade up for or stay. But again, I think CB and wide receiver are going to be your positions that you're going to go for first on necessity. I'm trying really hard.
I love watching him. He's trying so hard to focus right now. His fire. He drank a whole ass glass of wine, a whole ass bottle of wine. He's feeling.
Okay, let me clarify.
Hey, it was a bottle of wine.
That's Go not get
it. Go get it.
Look. This is
That's in a bottle.
Quarter bottle.
That's in a bottle. That's in a bottle.
It's in a bottle, but when
how many glasses is that?
That's 2 glasses.
Yeah, you're feeling good for sure. No, you're definitely feeling good. 2 glasses of wine, I'd be over here losing my shit.
I don't drink as much as I used to.
Moving on, is that all over there with the Colts?
Yeah.
You good with that?
I'm fine with it.
It's way too early to talk about any of this shit. It's way too early. Yeah. Way too early.
I had more, but I was like, I'll wait.
Way too early. In Pacers news, Indiana Pacers 24-20. We've lost 5 out of our last 6 games. The road was tough, y'all. We lost 3 straight. We went 2-4 on the road, which was somewhat to be expected. The Nuggets are balling. Phoenix is balling. We probably should have beat Portland. Can't lie. That was a tough loss.
That's a bad loss.
That was a tough loss.
Yeah.
Tyrese has been out for most of it. He's got that lingeration going on in that injury and that hamstring, as we know. That's going to be a thing. We said he's going to miss more time. I think that'll be the case for a bit. We added a new addition. We're kind of at that all-star trade deadline low to me. It's like Obi Toppin is talking about being traded. He feels like he's kind of playing a little funny right now. So who's staying? Who's going? How long does it take to get the new man acclimated? How do current players adjust? You got Ben, you got Jalen, you got Ijack, etc. So I wonder, and this is just an early question, I wonder if this trade, and I guess to some capacity Ty's injury, but not so much. But like, does this trade a thing to focus on for this year, or was it a move like for next year? Because to me, the Pacers had a great thing going. Like, I know you change it, blah, 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 to build, but like, is Pascal going to come in here and fuck up the flow for a little bit so they lose 10 games? And now, instead of being a 4 seed, they slip down to the play-in?
Well, what's your actual question? So, like, it's going to mess with the record, sure.
Yeah.
But to me, if Halliburton gets his hamstring healthy, everyone's had a hamstring. We know how long that can take. Now, let me just reiterate here what I'm seeing a lot of people going mad that they rushed Halliburton back. I almost would guarantee you that is Halliburton going, I want to play with Siakam to let him know what it'll be like to play with me.
For sure.
So he probably lessened what he was going through with his hamstring to play that game.
For sure.
Period.
For sure.
Not re-aggravated, but realized it was still a little stiff. And so they go,
chill.
Let's just sit you for 3 more games.
For sure.
So then they stepped in after he grimaced during the Blazers game and stepped in to manage that injury. So let that part go. The Pacers are planning for the future while making moves that could definitely do something in this playoffs.
Sometimes you go get a player to make an immediate push.
Correct.
Sometimes you go get a player and say
Pascal, because I don't think they're done. They're not done with making moves. Pascal is kind of both, right? He's let's get him here. And again, I don't know if anyone saw, they're like, everyone's like, but will he resign? With the way he dodged the question when he said, now how early did you and Ty talk about you playing together? And he said, next question.
Y'all don't even know.
Like,
we've been on this.
I can't tell you that because we'll get into trouble for what that is.
Breaking rules.
He wants to be here. He's going to resign.
For sure.
Period.
For sure.
That's going to happen. Now, that's he adds what we've been looking for, right? A 6'9".
Does he play D?
Yeah. Did you not see him lock up Kevin Durant?
Does he play D?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So you don't feel like he's losing something with the OG. You know what I mean? Like OG not coming here doesn't mean we lose defense.
Now again, remember they went out and they said that they tried to trade for both OG and Pascal, but they didn't. They would have to give up too much to get.
For sure.
Right.
Both of them.
Right.
No way.
There was like you would have had to give up.
You got your whole squad, like your whole squad for sure.
That was way too much to do. OG then goes to New York. You go to the next thing. Offensively, we needed a player, like I said before, that when Ty's not on the floor, you don't wonder, well, who's going to step up?
Go get a bucket.
I don't know if anyone's seen him in the post. He has some of the best footwork as a 6'9" power forward in the league. Like, he is so good under the post and how he uses his footwork. And his fadeaway from like 15 to 20 feet is crazy good.
Okay.
He will go get you 15 to 20 points and maybe more no matter what.
Okay.
No matter what.
All right.
And he can play better. He can play
there you
defense.
go. That's that's the most important thing to me.
He does play defense, so he gives us the length that we needed. He locked up Kevin Durant on a couple.
Plays
of
way better D than an Obi. You know what I'm saying? Toppin plays better D than
Obi
Obi.
Toppin. Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely better.
You know what I'm saying?
Obi Toppin doesn't play defense.
Exactly. That's what.
Everyone really likes Obi Toppin, and I do offensively, but he doesn't play defense. He's a liability on the floor.
For sure.
Period.
For sure. All right, so that's great to know. So there we go, boom, boom, boom. What's next? Speaking of Obi Toppin.
Speaking of Obi Toppin and Buddy Hield, they've come out and said that they are open to trade both Buddy Hield and Obi Toppin. Honestly, because those are the two that you could probably get the most out of.
For sure. Like the most back for it.
For sure.
For sure.
They gave up 2 2024 first round picks to get Pascal. Reason why everyone's like, wow, 2 first round picks plus a 2026 conditional pick. 2024 is not a coveted draft class. Sorry, it's not. So that was something that as a GM, you're looking at like, we can give up 2024 because who the hell would we draft?
That's so smart.
Right? But you can probably get a late round, first round pick if you do a package with Buddy Hield. A contender is going to give up something for Buddy Hield.
For sure.
Period.
Because he can shoot that thing.
Yes, but it's a defensive liability. His plus minus on the floor the last few games has not been great.
Horrible. Talking about Buddy?
Yes.
Okay.
They have gone after him.
Yeah.
Grayson Allen was going after him in Phoenix when they are looking at Buddy as a liability on the defense side of the ball, and he is. I'm sorry, great offensively. But we are trying to build a culture of playing both ways. If you're trying to get assets back, that's probably going to be your asset you're going to do. It's $19 million sitting there on a 1 year with the rest of his 1 year contract. He has not signed an extension. that's an easy way to offload some stuff or lure somebody in.
That's gonna break Tyrese's heart, but Tyrese can't be.
Tyrese will be hurt and his heart will be broken.
For real.
Yeah.
Tyrese can't be Giannis with Giannis though. You gotta let him go, cuz. You gotta let him go for sure. And you said Walker's made his case. I think Shep is playing better. Walker's made his case, so you're not wrong.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that I said this whole I can see Walker playing a little bit at the 3. He has shown some versatility with his ball handling
for sure,
and his shooting,
his passing. He can pass that thing
and
too.
Rebounding, his effort, defensive side of the ball. Now again, he's a rookie, so he schemes and who you cover and switching, he might lose himself on. You're going to have that when it comes to rookie. Mathurin had it. Mathurin still has it today. But
these are children we're talking about.
Right. But him at the 3, I can see when you need length, when you're going against the Milwaukee Bucks of the league, when you just have so much length on the floor.
Yep. Go guard Middleton.
I need you to just have length there, make some good, and then make some freaking crossover back fadeaway 3-pointers. I don't know what the hell that was for Jarris Walker, but that's the potential that they saw in Jarris Walker coming out of Houston after his freshman season. I can see him playing with Siakam and Turner at the 3, 4, and 5 and just get as much length as you can while still being versatile. That's really crazy.
Well said, my dog.
All 3 can hit threes. All 3 can play some defense. That'd be really, really nice.
The future is very, very bright there. I think they get into the playoffs. I think it will take some time to get the adjustments popping. We did that poll the other day on how many wins I said when we did the poll the other day, halfway through the season, on how many wins they would get.
You're here.
Oh, look at you go. We said 45 is what we wanted, and they're still on track. But losing these first 3 since they've got Siakam, it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time.
Trade like that with not everyone being healthy, and you lose a Swiss Army knife like Bruce Brown. Brown?
Yep.
Bowen.
Brown.
There's going to be some, got to figure it out, right?
For sure.
We'll figure it out.
For sure. The fine print. What you got here, bro? This was very interesting to look at this and see this.
Random. So we're going to do a new thing. I didn't even tell you what the new thing was. Random question of the day. We don't know what kind of question it's going to be. I might make one. You might make one.
Oh, okay.
And it's kind of and it can be random. Okay. What's your favorite cereal?
Okay.
Blah, 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 blah. What is your favorite memory of us?
Of you, of our show, or just you and I, period?
Period.
Oh, my God, bro. My favorite memory with my bro. Do you have one off the top of your head?
Mm-hmm.
Go. You go first. Let me think on that.
So mine's really early. So mine was, okay, so you probably would have been when you were in youth group.
Like Young Life?
Young Life. That's what Young Life.
Okay.
You hosted Young Life at the Muirfield house.
Okay.
And you invited me to come down and I got to sit on your lap the whole time.
Aw.
Best memory.
For real?
Yeah. It's one of my most clairvoyant memories that I have of us when I was like, we're going to start to be best buds.
For real?
And from that moment, we was like, anytime he was going to a girl's house or this, I was riding my bike behind him. Then he taught me how to ride my bike without using my hands and like that. We were inseparable for a really, really kind of short period of time. Then it was I'm 20, whatever.
You're 13. I need to go do some shit.
And then now we've come back together. So that was the first moment that I was like, my brother and I will be really, really close when I got invited to Young Life and you introduced me this is my baby brother.
Forever.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Young Life.
No
Young
doubt.
Life memory.
Wow.
I even remember what we were both wearing.
That's fire.
Yeah.
So you were what, 7?
Yeah.
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 It's been my dog forever. This isn't my favorite memory, but I mean, when you came home, I was very, very I was 7 years old, you know what I mean? So it was like a this is my dog. Yeah. This has been my boy since literal since literal birth. This has been my dog. Probably showing you Friday for the first time.
I remember also Muirfield House.
Probably showed. I mean, that's just I could do this all day long.
We watched it 2 times.
Yeah,
in a
probably.
Because I always thought it was so funny.
And it was probably way too early to be showing him Friday, if I could be honest, because he was 12, maybe 11. Way too young to be seeing Friday.
Field house in 2000 because I was going into my freshman year of high school.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would have been like 98,
Yeah,
97,
dog,
98
for
when
sure,
we watched Friday.
For sure. I was like 17, so you were like 10 years old.
Friday came out in 99. So it would have been right after it came out on DVD or whatever.
Probably. Yeah. So you were 12.
Yeah.
Way too young to be watching Friday.
Is that when Friday came out?
Probably, but that's one of my favorite. I mean, I could do favorite memories with
95.
you.
95. So no, it was like 97, 98. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that came out in 95.
That's a great memory.
Yeah.
97, I was 17. You were 10 years old watching Friday with me.
Yep. And I was like, hey, can we
run that back? Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Yes, we can. Do we have a second topic here?
No.
We did it?
Nope.
That's good. That's a good one. Shot for shot, round 2. I'll go first this time. You ready?
Did I delete my... Nope, sure didn't.
Oh, random question. I like that. I'm going to go, just random question. I like that. I like that. I like that a whole lot. What player, offensive lineman, has the most consecutive snaps in NFL history?
What offensive lineman
has the most consecutive snaps in NFL history?
Most consecutive snaps in NFL history.
Who is the Cal Ripken of offensive linemen?
Offensive lineman. Joe Thomas.
That's it. That is it, bro. That is it. That is fucking money.
Joe Thomas.
That is absolutely factual. You go.
Which player did the Pacers trade in exchange for Blazers forward Jermaine O'Neal? Think about the time frame.
What was the year?
What player did the Pacers trade in exchange for the Blazers forward center Jermaine O'Neal?
What was the year of that? Would that have been 98? Oh my God. I have absolutely no idea. When was Detlef there? Like Zachariah? I have no idea. What? Jalen?
Well, think about this. Think about 2000.
No, Jalen played with them.
Think about 2000 and who was on the final squad. Okay? Who are our forwards? And then you're going 2-3 years later, you're trading for Jermaine O'Neal. So 2002, 2003, somewhere there.
Were the Davis brothers on that team?
Davis brothers were around.
Davis brothers were on that team.
Because Rick Smits retired after that 2000 season.
For sure. Reggie was on that team. Jalen was on that team. Jalen? Who is it?
Antonio Davis.
Really?
Antonio Davis.
That's not even an equal trade. That's why it doesn't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying?
At that time, you didn't know that. Remember, Antonio Davis was balling back then.
20 and 10 balling?
But he wasn't. Jermaine wasn't 20 and 10 on the
the Blazers yet. He was an up and comer. You didn't know.
Right, you didn't know.
That is a horrible trade. Like that is not a fair trade. Y'all didn't know the answer to that either. That doesn't even out.
Actually, I'm wrong.
Thank you. Who was it?
Was it Chris? Hold on. Let me look.
Who was it?
Hold on.
See, I'm not shooting yet.
Don't. We might just call it a no.
I'm not shooting yet. Figure that out, goof.
Dale Davis.
That's even worse.
That's worse.
That's even worse.
Dale. It was one of the Davis brothers.
I was really freaking close too. No way. Dale Davis?
Antonio got traded to the Raptors for Jalen.
That's exactly what I read. Right? Yes. He wouldn't play.
Not for Jalen.
Not for Jalen, but he went to the Raptors.
He ended
for
up
sure.
on the Raptors.
100%. I saw him in that purple.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's a wrap, y'all. Tonight was fun. Tonight was fun. There's probably a bunch of bloopers and crazy shit
Edits
that went on there. But shooting tonight was absolutely fun. Yeah, man. Episode 44, y'all. Great times. We'll be back in a couple of weeks to talk about what happened in the Super Bowl and how the hell we're going to entertain you fools during the boring-ass spring and upcoming summer. Olympics. We got the Olympics popping off.
You have the Olympics.
We got the Olympics popping off, but spring's going to be tough because baseball is a tough sell for us over here.
Yeah, it'll be more like during the summer it'll be more like a lot more TikTok and stuff like that, because like that's our break time.
Break time! Speaking of break time, we'll see y'all in a couple of weeks. Holla.
Cause I was like 2 years old, first time I heard a beat drop. Yeah. And by 3 years old, I'm learning how to beatbox. Yeah. 4 or 5 years old when I'm putting on the 45s. Final. Needle to the groove, I'm scratching up the sweet spots. Homie from the East Block, in Naptown where the fiends flock. Skip school all day, mama couldn't keep watch. Fresh fade with the Reeboks. Man, nah, nigga couldn't tell me nothing. I'm so sick in my own lane, preteen pimping, all the light skin, red bone loving. Boombox on with the headphones bumping, dreaming to find my niche. Cause I ain't really know back then when I picked up my first notebook and a black pen. That little nigga with a rhyme like this. I wasn't thinking to the days of a dope band, new EPs on a compact disc. Nah, shit, truth be told, I ain't know I could sound like this. For me back then, it was all a dream. 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 This shit right here be the proof dreams do come true. And this shit right here be the proof dreams do come true. Yeah, and this shit right here be the proof dreams do come true. Yeah, and this shit right here be the proof dreams do come true.